Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video series. As some of you know, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Go recently, and I've been trying to come up with a way to make it into some videos for my channel, which is not easy since Pokemon Go is a phone game. But I'm also going to try to keep my eyes on the road here so I don't crash and die on film. So I'm already level 27 in the game. I've been playing it quite a bit recently, and at this point it's a little too late to do a typical Let's Play. A lot of the exciting stuff that happens when you're a newer player is already past at this point. Plus there are a lot of great Let's Plays already up on YouTube from other YouTubers. So I wanted to do something a little bit different, and so I'm making a series I'm calling Pokemon Go At. And the basic idea is I'm going to go around to a bunch of cool places in and around my home state of Maryland, Baltimore, Annapolis, DC, etc., and show off some of the cool sites as well as some of the cool Pokemon you can catch there. And hopefully this becomes a thing and other people around the world can do something similar, because it'd be really cool, I think, to just see different places and cities around the country and around the globe through the eyes of our fellow Pokemon trainers. So for today's episode, since it's the first one, I'm going to start a little bit low-key while I get a hang of this new camera and my phone recording software. And we are going to go to Downs Park in Anne Arundel County, which is, I don't know if it's a state park or just a county park, but I was here a couple weeks ago and it was a Toro's nest, and the nests have all changed, so now it's probably either a Magmar or Pinsir nest, but I guess we'll see. So that's about it, and I guess I'll see you guys when we get to Downs Park. Alright, so we are now here at the park, and as you can see, it's a nice waterfront park on the Chesapeake Bay. Got a playground over there. I think I see some people playing Pokemon by the looks of it. That'd be my guess, at least. There's a stage where I think they have like a summer concert series or something, and there's a bunch of woodlands all around us. So looking at my radar here, this nest has obviously become a Magmar nest, which is cool. I like Magmar. I actually already have two. I think one's from an egg and one's from the harbor, but it'll be cool to catch some more for when there's a Magmortar evolution one day in Gen 4. You can also see there's a lot of Pokestops here, because all these benches we see are memorial benches, and not all of them are Pokestops, but a decent number are. So this is actually a really good place to farm items. When I came here a couple weeks ago, I spent a while just walking in like a big circle up and down this path, farming some items. But I want to right now kind of show off, there's a Magikarp, I'll catch him in a bit, show off the waterfront, and then probably pause the video for a while, since this new camera, it's brand new, bought today, and I didn't have too much time to charge up the battery, so I only have enough for like 20 minutes of recording, so this might be a short episode. Grab this Pokestop. So I'm gonna go down to the water, even though there's no swimming or wading allowed. And there's also lots of cool animals in the park. I gotta save some video to show them off, but yeah, nice little beach. This is a great place to go fishing. Went here a couple times. There's an osprey nest out there, if you can see it. Oh, this camera is a really good zoom. If I can hold my hand steady, you can see the osprey nest. And it looks like there's an osprey in it right now. Let me zoom back out again. Okay, there's a pier. There's actually a Pokestop at the end of that pier. You can see it. It looks like it's out in the water in the middle of the map, but it's actually there. But yeah, I'm going to start walking along one of those trails and see what we can find. Alright, so we are now at that pier I mentioned earlier. As you can see, we're in the middle of the water, one of the two. So let's get this Pokestop. And there's a horsey next to us. I'll grab him in a second. So you can see there's the beach back there. That's actually the dog beach over there. Not sure if we'll go down there, but you can actually see a lot of dogs there today by the looks of it. Some private residences with their boats, and that's the Chesapeake Bay. A couple speedboats out. Sometimes you can see like the cruise ships and the freighters going into the inner harbor within Baltimore. Don't see any going by at the moment though. If you look real close, you can see the Bay Bridge way down there. But yeah, there's a lot of people out fishing today. This is a great fishing spot. I know I've been here at least once back when I used to fish, and there's the beach where we were before. Alright, so since we're in the middle of the ocean, or the middle of the bay, let's catch ourselves a horsey real quick, and because I'm holding the camera, I'm going to see if I can do this one-handed. You know what I should do, actually? I'm going to turn off the camera, and I'm going to turn on the AR. Alright, so there's our horsey out in the water. Let's see if we can catch this guy now. Good curveball, not the best, but at least it hit him. One shake. 2 shakes, and there we go, got ourselves a horsey. I already have quite a few of those and a Seadrip, but it's cool to catch Pokemon in the middle of the water. Alright, so I am now going to head back to the mainland and maybe catch you guys next when we get to that little pond over there. Alright, so what I'm going to try to do to save my recorder battery a bit is to use the phone more and put some pictures around from the last time I was here. And last time I was here, I was actually at the beginning of a big thunderstorm, so I got a lot of really cool pictures even though I didn't get any video. And then I'm just going to use AR mode to capture this guy here. Poliwag keeps moving on me. I don't know why he's... Here, let me turn on the AR. Let's see if we can get him to go out in the water. There we go. Alright. Waited a little too long there. Nice basically means you took too long, or you threw it too early. But we might get him anyway. Yep, got him anyway. Alright. Got ourselves a Poliwag. Alright, so because that gym is actually a level 5 Team Mystic gym, and I'm on Team Mystic, and I don't really feel like sitting there grinding it up to 16,000 prestige, or whatever that's called, I'm going to actually skip that one and start walking some of the wooded trails here. You can see there's some picnic tables and stuff everywhere. Like I said, it's a really nice park. But yeah, we're going to start walking through here, seeing if we can find Magmar maybe, or some of these other Pokemon. Even though I had all these guys already, I admit it is pretty cool actually seeing them here in the woods in AR mode. I don't use that too often because it's easier to catch them when they're not in AR mode. But yeah, we'll see what we find. But there is a gym really deep in the woods. I don't know if you can see it yet. Actually, I think it's over that way somewhere. But we'll get to him eventually, and there's some cool places on the way. And my camera says it has 4 minutes of battery left. I guess I should be turning it off in between uses. That's probably it. Well, I'm going to try to save this for when we get to some cool stuff. So, see you guys then. Alright, so I'm actually switching to my phone camera because I have very little juice left on my new video camera. I'll have to make a note to actually make sure that's charged all the way the next time we do this. But I wanted to show you guys, we're actually at the other end of that little pond I was showing you. It's kind of more of like a bog. But I thought I saw what might be turtles or frogs or something around here. Maybe not. I think when I got close they kind of scattered. But I definitely saw something in the water. Could be a snake too. I saw a snake here once when I was little. There's a butterfly. It's a Butterfree. Come here, Butterfree. But I actually saw there's another butterfly. See him flying around. I saw an osprey here too the last time I was here. A dragonfly. A Yanmega, I guess. But I don't see the osprey now. I do hear sounds though from up there. So I'm going to keep hiking around and see what else we can find. Alright, found a Rattata in the road. Nothing too exciting, but might as well grab him anyway. And he's being a little feisty there. Alright, there we go. Let's see if that does it. I'm really glad they kind of fixed the Pokeball glitch. So now it hesitates a second, but it doesn't actually crash your game. Alright, got another Rattata, yay. And you can hear the road next to us. We're actually going to cross over now to the other side of the park, which is where that gym is. Somewhere. That's the gym by the parking lot over there. That's the gym by the pond. Both heavily controlled by our team. Yeah, so I'm going to keep walking and see what else we find. Alright, so now we've arrived at one of the cool places in the park that I had never actually been to before, except when I came last week. It's a Pokestop, as you can see on the other half of the screen. It's this really cool meadow they planted. There's actually 2 of these in the park, and they're off the beaten trail, so to speak. So you have to do a little bit of walking to get to them. Not too much to this one, but there's actually an extensive array of paths here in the park that I never knew about until I came here as an adult. I guess my nana thought it would be too much of a walk for us youngsters, but there's a nice little bench here you can just sit, and I guess if you're really quiet you might see some birds or other wild animals. I think there's like deer in here, and I know there's gotta be all kinds of stuff. It's a big wooded park. But yeah, I like that they've kind of restored some of the natural vegetation in this area. And there's a bird box over there and a feeder station, not really sure what that is. But that's the actual Pokestop. There's another bird box there, and I see one over there. And if we go up here, I guess we can get a closer look. But there's also a bench here. So the Pokestop is literally a stop. Alright, so we have almost made it to our gym. This is one of the 2 campgrounds, they call them, at Downs Park. It's not like really a campground, it's more of like a Boy Scout, Girl Scout kind of campground. And we have our first animal sighting. It's a deer. Alright, there he is. I'm not sure this is really that much better quality. Oh, actually, it is pretty good quality. Oh, he's laying down. Look at him. He's so cute. I'm probably 100 feet away from him because I do not want to scare this guy off. He's having a good time just laying in the shade. Yeah, I don't want to get too close to him. Whoops. It's hard at this zoom level to hold my camera. Super steady though. He's having his lunch and I might have mine soon. Alright, so that campground we were just at counts as a Pokestop, as you can see. West Side Youth Group Campground. But right now that's where that deer is camping, so I don't want to get too close to that. There are tons of other Pokestops. I'm at no shortage of items, so I'm not really going to bother with that. The gym, on the other hand, I do want to spend a bit of time here. So I'm going to go up to this area, and I will probably separately record a little bit of this walk on my phone, or with my phone's video camera, so we can get both. It'd be really cool if there was a way to use both my phone to record the game and what's shooting from the camera at the same time. I don't know if that's possible. I don't think it is. But if anyone knows a program that would do that, that deer's still looking at me as I walk around the park. If anyone knows a program that would do that, please let me know in the comment section. Hey, a pair of sunglasses. Huh. Well, somebody left them here. Maybe I'll steal these and they'll become my sunglasses. But okay, anyway. Yeah, alright, let's see if we can train at the gym. So I guess I should probably show you guys my Pokemon first. Let's do that. Alright, so this is my team. I have an Arcanine, a Gyarados, a couple of Vaporeons, Snorlaxes, Slowbros. So yeah, basically when I started this game, I was going to use the 6 Pokemon that I used in my Fire Red playthrough a couple years ago, because I've played every game in every generation, some multiple times, and that's definitely my favorite playthrough, where it was just Gen 1 all over again. I used 6 pretty cool Pokemon. It was, let's see, Dragonite, Blastoise, Arcanine, Nidoking, Alakazam, Machamp. So, and it was just a lot of fun. I think I named them all after Greek gods for their nicknames. Like Dragonite was Zeus and Arcanine was Apollo. And I was going to do that again when I did this game, but I didn't really realize when I first started that the team you make is going to be really dependent on what types of Pokemon you can farm consistently, and what types of candy you can get. So because of that, I kind of modified my team a bit, and I was going to go with Dragonite, Arcanine, Vaporeon, Snorlax, Electabuzz, and Rhydon. But I couldn't find any Electabuzz or Rhydon in my area. Well, I did find an Electabuzz nest, but I only got to farm it for like 2 days before they changed all the nest. Plus Electabuzz and Rhydon really aren't that good, so I switched them out. I'm probably going to have a Nidoking and an Exeggutor instead, just because they're really good Pokemon in this game, and I like both of them. So that'll probably be the plan. Snorlax and Vaporeon were not on my original team, but I found this Snorlax here. And wait a minute, something just spawned around me. Anything good? Just a Rattata. Not going to worry about that. But okay, so my first day really playing this game, that was when Plato here, I actually met him as a Vaporeon. He was like 100 and something CP. I hadn't even seen Eevee yet, even though Eevee actually are pretty common where I live. So I caught him. I was really excited, and actually I can power him up, it looks like. Let's go ahead and do that while we're here. I forgot that I leveled up to 27 yesterday. So give him some more candies. If you do the math, he is only at about 42% IVs, which is kind of a shame, but for sentimental reasons, I really like this guy, and he has pretty good attacks. Water Gun and Aqua Tail are okay, so I'm kind of playing this game with a mix of a hardcore and a mix of a sentimental mindset, I guess, since that was the first guy, the first real serious Pokemon I captured. And Newton here, the Snorlax, was my first 10k egg, and I got him pretty early on, and he was at, I don't know if he was at a good CP, but I trained him up to a pretty good CP because he had a high CP cap, and he could just destroy every gym in the area for a good like 3 or 4 days before people started catching up. So, and he has, it turns out, good attacks after the change. So I'm out of candy for him. I've evolved 3 Snorlax eggs, or hatched 3 Snorlax eggs, which is pretty darn lucky. But it takes a lot of candy to keep leveling up this guy. So, and those 2, Leibniz and Barra, were the other ones that I hatched that I haven't really fed any candies to. If you're wondering about my naming convention, I named it after people who were prominent in human history in one way or another. And I try to give the main Pokemon a name that makes sense. Like Goddard was the father of rocket technology, so I can power him up too. So he's my Arcanine. And then other Pokemon of that species, I name something related to that person. So, for example, my main Snorlax is named Newton because of Sir Isaac Newton's famous story about sleeping under the tree when the apple hit him. And the other ones are named Leibniz and Barrow, who are other mathematicians related in some way to Isaac Newton. Haven't come up with a name for my Slowbros yet. Gyarados is Magellan because I feel like all those explorers would have had maps that said like here there be dragons, and that's what I think of when I think of Gyarados. But yeah, my main team is not going to actually have a Gyarados on it because I already have Play-Doh as my water type, my Vaporeon. But I treat him up anyway because Gyarados is a pretty cool Pokemon, and this one actually has really good IVs, 97%, and the 2 best attacks, arguably, that Gyarados could have. And I can power him up too. Yeah, I forgot to power up after hitting a motorcycle went by or something, after hitting level 27. Alright, so there we go, all powered up. But yeah, he's not going to be part of my final main 16, but he might be one of my best like backup team, I guess, or my gym defenders, or whatever they end up being. But as you can see here, let me arrange by number. I'll just scroll through all my Pokemon real quick. Got a bunch of Pidgeotos and common stuff. I do have enough to evolve a Nidoqueen and a Nidoking. We'll be doing both today. I try to keep any Pokemon that's above 1,000 CP just for spamming them against gyms. There are a lot of Psyducks around here, so I have a lot of Golducks. Have a Poliwrath, which is pretty cool. Still working on getting enough candies for a champ, but he does have 98% IVs, which is why I named him 98. Bunch of Slowbros, and we're probably going to evolve at least one more today, so I'm going to try to make like a Slowbro army. I have enough candies for Executor, but I'm trying to wait for an Execute with slightly better IVs than that guy. I have 80 or 98% Hitmonchan, lucky me. See, I have a couple Magmars already. Not from here, just from other places. And Magikarp spawn like crazy at some of the places where I go, so that's why I have 5 Gyarados, and we're actually going to evolve 3 more a little later on. Actually, I have 6 Gyarados. No, that's 5, including Magellan. A couple of Vaporeons. Most of them caught in the wild, actually. I think only like 2 are evolved. And I do have 2 Dragonites, which don't get too excited, because they both know Steel Wing and Hyper Beam, which are not really their best attacks, especially Steel Wing. And this guy's only level 992. He has good IVs, though. So I'm going to evolve my 3rd Dragonite later on, and well, I'll talk about that a little more when I get to that point, but I really hope he has Dragon Breath. Alright, so after about 10 minutes of constant grinding, which was a little annoying, I did manage to open up a slot here for one of our Pokemon. And the last time I was doing it, I was trying to switch it to AR mode because I thought it'd be cool to get some footage of a gym battle happening out here on the field. But did they take away AR mode, or am I just missing the button? I also didn't see a switch button. You can try that again in a second. But for now, actually let me heal up. I'm going to put Magellan up here since he was the one I trained with. Alright, is he a higher CP than those guys? Yeah, definitely. So he'll be at the top of the pack anyway. Alright. And he should appear in 1 second, and there he is. Now a tier 4 gym, and it's, it's almost in the middle of nowhere, so I imagine it should be safe for maybe 24 hours or so. Also, my dear friend has another friend with him. I'll take a picture of them in a second. But yeah, that's about it for this gym. I guess I'm going to start walking again and see if we can find any of these Pokemon. Alright, so I found a pair of sunglasses on the table here, and I don't know whose they are, but they obviously didn't want them. So, oh, everything looks yellow. Everything has a very distinct yellow tint. I wonder if I can record through the sunglasses, but yeah, I like them. Looks good, and they're free. So I'll probably watch these when I get home, because who knows where they've been, but maybe these will be our Pokemon Master sunglasses. Ash has his hat. I got the glasses. Alright, here's me recording through the glasses, so you can see what I mean. When I say that things are yellow, they are yellow. Alright, so we are now approaching the actual entrance to the park. Like I said, the main street around here kind of crosses right through the park. And obviously a Magmar nest, because I restarted the app and there are 2 Magmar nearby. If we'll find them, who knows, but we're going to give it a shot. Some items from the entrance. Oh, and there we go, we have our Magmar. Alright, so there he is, there's the main entrance there. Alright, so 568, not bad. I'm going to go ahead and use a raspberry and a great ball, so 20 of them. Let's see if we can catch ourselves the inhabitants of this nest. Thought that was a little too high, but apparently not. Not a great throw, but I wouldn't be too surprised if he ended. Nope, guess not. Alright, well we caught ourselves a Magmar, so that's pretty cool. So if you need to get a Magmar and you live in Maryland, Downs Park is the place to go. Karate Chop, interesting. Alright, and there's still another one around here, but yeah, I'm going to keep walking around. There's our gym across the way. I actually made a bit of a circuitous route back, but we still have plenty of park to explore before we make it back to the main area, so I'm going to keep walking, and I'll let you know if I find anything good. Okay, so this is one of my favorite parts of the park. I'm glad it's still here. Basically, they have a few different birds of prey that live in these little habitats here. So over here is a red-tailed hawk. You can see him up there. Last time I was here, he was swinging back and forth, having a grand old time. I might splice in that video instead of the footage I'm currently recording, but I'll put my voice over top of it either way. But yep, there he is. If anyone else read Animorphs, Red-Tailed Hawk always makes me think of those. I used to love those books when I was little, and the one guy, Tobias, could turn into a Red-Tailed Hawk. Actually, I think he got stuck in the form of Red-Tailed Hawk, if memory serves. And there's the Great Horned Owl. So if you're going to Hogwarts and need an owl, there you go. He's not looking at us, he's looking at something over there. I'm going to move to the other side of his cage and see if we can get a better view. Oh, he's probably looking at the Red-Tailed Hawk. Or he's just camera shy. Or he's trying to sleep. Since I know owls do sleep during the day. Alright guys, so I found the perfect spot to evolve our Pokemon. It is the old wishing bench. I remember this place, and we used to always have a lot of fun here making wishes, as it says on this little plaque here. Built for Miss Tom around 1915 by Reginald Giddings, which I guess is the family who owned this place. That's pretty cool. It's a 101-year-old bench. It's actually pretty awesome. Legend has it that if you sit quietly and make a secret wish, your wish will come true. Alright, so I'm going to sit quietly and make a secret wish. and we'll see if it comes true. Let me switch into game mode now. Alright, first I'm going to evolve a Slowbro. And there are a lot of Slowpokes around these days. This one is the highest CP, I call it 826, so it should make a pretty good Slowbro. Now for Slowbro, I didn't write down the moves it has, but I think you want Water Gun and Psychic are its best two. So let's see what we get. We need Candy, Egg is going, yep, let's go ahead and evolve them. So we are hoping for Water Gun and Psychic. But if it doesn't have those moves, I won't be disappointed. I'm not really adding a Slowbro to my team, but because they naturally have pretty high CP, they make good gym defenders, I suppose. So let's see. Water Gun and Ice Beam. Ice Beam's not bad either. I suppose I'm okay with that. 1823, so that's a pretty good Slowbro. So that's nice at least. But yeah, I won't be spending any Stardust on these guys or anything like that. Alright, so next, I'm going to kind of spread out the Gyarados since we can evolve 3, almost 4 actually. Alright, so I want to evolve our highest CP ones. The numbers I have there are just the IVs for them. But like I said, the only Gyarados I'm going to actually use Stardust on is Magellan, who is the one you saw earlier at the gym. So I'm not really worried about the IVs for these guys. I just want other good Gyarados to defend gyms with, and I guess to spam attack against gyms if I need to. But yeah, basically my master plan to take over the world is just to have an army full of Slowbros and Gyaradoses. Since they're both pretty common, pretty easy to get where I am. Alright, 2015, very nice. And, okay. Oh, what did he know? I didn't even look. So for Gyarados, yeah, I have a level 37 Gyarados, but he has like 97% IVs or something like that. And that's why I evolved him. 78. Alright, so for Gyarados, Hydro Pump. Oh, that's sweet. Hydro Pump is like his only good, not his only good, but definitely his best charge attack. And Bite or Dragon Breath, basic attack, it's a wash either way. Both are really good attacking types in Gen 1, and I guess you could say Bite's good against Executor, that would be an advantage. And Slowbro too, so I guess Bite might be arguably better, but it's also not good against, I don't know, I guess Magneton? I don't know, maybe Bite is a better move. Either way, I'm okay with Dragon Breath too, because it's also, I guess Dragon Breath is super effective against Dragonites, that's an advantage there. But enough rambling. We're going to evolve the first new Pokemon. And this Rhyhorn is 87% IVs, so in case I do decide to train a Rhydon after all, you know, it'll be pretty good. Now for Rhydon, alright. So the moves it can know for basic moves are Mud Slap and Rock Smash. Mud Slap is slightly better, not by a ton though. So I definitely prefer Mud Slap, but I'd be okay with Rock Smash. And for his charge attacks, whatever they're called, the good ones, it looks like Stone Edge is the best, followed by Earthquake and then Mega Horn. But they're all pretty good, so I'm not going to be disappointed either way. Plus, like I said, this guy's not really going to be part of my team, just because Rhyhorn candies are so hard to farm where I live. So it would be nice, but it's not really vital. He's a pretty cool looking Pokemon, I will admit that. It is a shame he's weak to water, though, which is a very common type. Then again, so is Nidoking. Alright, that makes, I think, 107 I have, so I'm getting there. 1256, that's respectable. It's not great, but, and he knows Stone Edge and Rock Smash, which are, Rock Smash is not the better one, but Stone Edge is. That's pretty good. Alright. So what do we have left? Let's evolve the other two Gyaradoses. Alright, 1865. Not as good as the other one, and Twister. Twister really sucks. But, alright, one more. Dragon Pulse, alright, that's okay. So we got one of each, that's fair. And 1861. I'm going to name those guys after other explorers later on, but, yeah, 8 Gyarados, so it's a lot of farming. And I only have 3 Dragonite after all that. Well, 2, and we're about to evolve the 3rd. But first, we have a Nidoqueen and a Nidoking. And these are also both new Pokemon, so I'm really excited. I have a 80% IV Nidorina, but I have enough candies, I might as well evolve 84% Nidoran female. Yes, and it doesn't really matter what moves the Nidoran female has. All that matters is the moves the Nidoqueen has. Now for Nidoqueen, let's see. She knows Bite and Poison Jab. I'd rather have Bite because it has less damage, but a lot more energy gain. And then Earthquake, Sludge Wave, and Stone Edge are its 3. Earthquake's the best, the other 2 are pretty much a wash. So I'd be okay with either. So let's go ahead and evolve our new Nidorina. I'm not sure how the Nidoking's going to be. It'll break 1k. I was hoping for more like 1500 or so. But that might not happen naturally. And if I have extra Stardust, once I have my full 6 team leveled up, then I might give this Nidoking some. Especially if she has a good moveset, but not until then. Nope, we got a Pokédex entry. And 1384. Alright, so it's okay, but not great. Bite and Sludge Wave. So, Bite's pretty good. Like I said, a little less damage, but a lot more energy. Energy means how fast they can use their charge attack. And Sludge Wave is actually the worst of the 3, but they're all pretty close, so that's okay. Alright, so now we have the 2 Pokemon that I'm actually going to be using on my team, Nidoking and Dragonair. These ones I really care about. As you can see, this is a 98% perfect IV Nidoran. So I would be really excited if he had good moves. I'll use as much Stardust as I need to power him up that I don't really care about. But yeah, let's evolve him into Nidorino first. I do have enough candy, right? I do. Sweet. Alright, you guys ready to see Nidoking? Like, half of me, I'm a very competitive person by nature, so half of me wants to have like a team of all perfect IV, perfect moveset Pokemon. But the other half doesn't want to be grinding for weeks and weeks and weeks playing this game, especially when gym battles they're not that tough right now. Alright, there's Nidoking. So let's see, please do not have Fury Cutter, please have Poison Jab. Poison Jab, yes, and Earthquake. Are those the best 2? They are. Oh, that's sweet. That would have been my number 1 choice for each. I believe this is the max DPS Nidoking. And he has both Poison Jab and Earthquake. Alright, that makes me really happy. We'll give him some Stardust later. While the Lucky Egg is going, though, I want to kind of make the most of it. So, alright, this is the one I really care about. Like, Nidoking I even could have lived with, but this guy... Alright, actually I gotta transfer some of these guys first, I think, because I don't think I have enough candy. Yeah, I need 9 more candy, so I gotta transfer 8 of these. Oh! I just wasted 25 of my candies. What if I turn off the game? Is that gonna do anything? Probably not. I'm gonna try it. I should have turned it off before, but oh my god, I'm an idiot. I just wasted 25 candies evolving a Dratini that I don't even want. Oh, that sucks. So the Dragonite of Evolution might have to wait, guys. I'm sorry. Doesn't suck as bad. 92. Damn it! Doesn't suck as bad as not getting the right move, because that would mean I had to farm 125 more, whereas now I just have to farm 25 more. But that still really sucks. On the bright side, we have Nidoking. God, I can't believe I did that. I was just in the habit of hitting Evolve, and not in the habit of hitting Transfer. And I was talking and not thinking, and that was really dumb. Alright, so there's the wishing bench where we just were. Actually, let's take a little walk around, because this is a really cool garden. I'm not sure, I think it's named after Mother somebody. I guess a religious person from around here, I don't really know. There's a nice little sitting area. Actually, I sat here a while when that storm was happening, and then I realized if a tree falls on me, on the off chance, I'm a goner. So then I went to my car. But more memorial benches, some cool statues. That tree's been there forever. I mean, obviously it's a huge tree, but I actually remember sitting around there when I was little. But yeah, it's a nice little paved garden area with some beautiful vine trellises. I see some kids playing Pokemon over there. There's more of the garden over this way. I think actually over there is probably the actual gym. So maybe that's where we'll go to fight it. Alright, we are going to sit here in this beautiful little area. There's the parking lot over there. And fight ourselves a gym. Alright, what do you guys think? Look good on me? I think they look okay. My hair's a mess because I've been sweating, but that's alright. So, yeah, anyway, I've had a good day. You can kind of see the water behind me there. Unfortunately, I can't switch modes while recording, but there's a nice view of the bay. But anyway, I had a pretty good time despite that fiasco with the Dragonair, and hopefully you guys had a good time watching. So, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next episode.